like some super hipper theme music right here. On my super fly shit. Infamous, you a genius.
Welcome to Smoothie's Garage, the brokest automotive channel on YouTube.
Dada.
Yes?
It's supposed to be Smooth Customs.
You right. Smooth Customs. You want to do it again? Let's do it right this time. Yeah? You do it right. Here we go. Yo, how you tell me how to do it right. How do I start it? What it do, Smooth Customs? Hey y'all, what it do? It's your boy Jay Smooth. Welcome to another episode of Smooth Customs. Say hi, Janelle.
Hello there.
Hello there. And if you guys are wondering what all this stuff is behind me, well, today I'm gonna start on the body kit for the Lexus LS400. And behind me, I have some side skirts and I have a Lexus LS460 bumper that I'm gonna splice and dice and get it on there. So, splice and dice it. Probably just glue it on like I do my model car kits. All right, well, let's get to it, y'all. Let's go.
The first thing we gotta do is pull off this side skirt. Yeah!
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
All right, so these are VS Aero side skirts, and they're a pretty good quality, no warped, and they fit pretty good. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna be using the stock mounting holes for the factory side skirts, and I'm gonna be making some U-shaped marks on here so that I can drill these in. You see where these screws are at? Those are the factory screws for the side skirts. Now, what I gotta do here is I'm gonna be marking because I need to make holes here. So this needs to be cut out right there. Alright, so now I gotta make these grooves where I marked them at.
Careful, darling. Oh, I zoomed in.
Back up. Doing the zooming.
I accidentally zoomed in.
There. Now, I have a riv nut gun, but back here, the way it sits on here, I'm not gonna have space to put a riv nut, so I'm just gonna put these self-tapper screws in. Good. All right, so on this side, I'm gonna use the riv nut gun, so that I don't just use self-toppers on this plastic. I'm gonna put the rivets in there. So I'm gonna have to drill the holes for the rivets. if for whatever reason the back of the body kit comes loose, I'm gonna probably have to do rib nuts in the back too. But I figure the self-tappers are good because I self-tapped them into the metal part. But right here, it's just plastic, so at least I can sandwich in the rib nut right there. So let's see what happens. Alright, so Janelle tapped out on me. I got the side skirts done. Now it's time to cut this bumper up. So I'm gonna cut under this body line. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some marks here. Alright, so the plan right now is I'm going to measure 2 inches below this body line. Yeah, that should give me enough space. I did it. Alright, so this is where I'm at right now. Just been a lot of little cutting at a time just to get everything shaped up. Kid had to come out here and give me a hand just to get this thing lined up straight. Got the zip ties on it right now. Just working on these side pieces. Alright, so I used the old parts of the bumper to do the fill-in right here, and then looks good. Got it lined up. I'm gonna add some I'm gonna probably put some plastic here and fill this gap up, plastic welded in, but probably do that before I take the bumper off too. Alright, so I'm using this 3M glue. It's semi-rigid plastic. That's the number on there. This is supposed to be heavy duty stuff. So I'm gonna put a bead of this all the way around this sucker so that tomorrow when hopefully it dries, and then I could take off the bumper and go ahead and put some glue on the inside of it. Alright, here we go. Okay, so I had to kind of go back to the drawing board on this one. I had used originally like a piece of the original bumper right there, but the problem is that the original bumper is much thicker than the new bumper, so I couldn't get it to bend into shape. So what I did is I ordered myself a sheet of ABS plastic and I heated it up and I got it to bend to the curb a little bit better. I still need to heat it up a little bit more once I get this side capped off. So get that side capped off, and then I'll probably heat it up a little bit here. And I got a spot on the bumper that I need to heat up just to push in a little bit. It's it got yanked out somehow, but for the most part I like it. I got this side done. I got the caps made. Where are they? Oh, here we go. So I made the caps out of ABS plastics. These parts, they're gonna go there, and this right here, still need to zip tie that together. This part right here, and cap that off. Once it's all capped off, I'll put a bead of glue on this. The other parts are already glued in. I had to cut these parts off. Okay, so I'm about to fill these tow hitch hole openings on the LS460 bumper. Now they sell the little cover that goes over this plate, but it's like 30 bucks. Here's our piece. There it is. So I'm just gonna put a little glue, and that should be it. Alright, so I got my 3M Super Duty glue. I'm about to glue these caps in. Looks pretty good now. So right now, the plan is to take some of this punched angle aluminum, whatever, and we're gonna cut a top and a bottom mount. Let me get down here. I can show you what I need, what I mean. All right, so right now, I have. So right now, let's see. You see, I have zip ties holding this up. So we're gonna add these mounts here to get this done. All right, so this is kind of what it looks like right here. Let's see. Back up a little bit if you can get a better look here. All right, so I made like these brackets, like a C style brackets out of the punched aluminum. All right, I made 3 of them and I bolted it up to the stock. The stock bolt locations for the bumper. And as you can see, these are approximately 3 inches lower than the factory bumper locations. And because obviously the bumper locations on the LS460 bumper did not line up. I had to glue on the metal bracket here. Once I take the bumper off, I'm gonna add maybe some more glue. Oh, I could actually add some bolts here if I make holes. Put some bolts there, but just for extra, I don't know, overkill maybe.
3 weeks later.
Okay, so the glue did not want to adhere to the metal because it's plastic glue, obviously. It held in some places, but what I did here is I went ahead and added some rivets so that the bumper is riveted to the metal. So I put some rivets on all of them down the line, right? So that's gonna hold the metal piece to the bumper permanently. I mean, some spots the glue still held, like right here the glue held, but there was a couple of spots where the glue just didn't want to hold next to the plastic. It's not really meant for metal. So anyways, so that happened, and of course I just gave it a quick spray in black so that you don't see the metal. But yeah, that was able to hold the shape on the back of the bumper right there. All right, well, even though I'm not done with the back bumper, I'm about halfway done with it. Since it's been on there for a couple of weeks, it hasn't fallen off. I went ahead and ordered the front LS460 bumper. So now it's time to cut it up, start getting some measurements. All right, so now that the side markers, fog light, license plate is all off, next step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my tape measure and I'm gonna measure 2 inches. I'm gonna measure 2 inches from here, so down, so approximately about right there. I'm gonna get my lines marked out with the Sharpie, and then I'm gonna cut. Now I'm gonna leave a strip about this thick on the sides, so I'll have that support. And I'm planning on leaving this entire section out, section in this place. I'm gonna use these holes from the license plate to help me line up the other bumper. Everything else is coming off. All right, this is what it looks like without the front bumper. Things got a little tricky right here on the sides because, I don't know, for some reason, in order to get the fog lights at a 90-degree angle, the bumper has to get cut right here. So if you see on this spot, we got it lined up perfectly, and it's gonna be the same thing on this side. And see, its line is too. That's the initial cut that we made. Now we need to cut down here and come and meet it right about there. But the important thing is that I measured, it's centered, and what I used is I used the license plate holes. They came on the bumper to get everything lined up on this side. Then I measured the distance from the ground all the way around. Now obviously I got the car up right now, so it's about 10 inches off the ground, but when it's low, it's about 4 inches off the ground all the way around. And then these parts, the sides had to get cut because they ended too short, so we're gonna have to extend them. Here, let me get the right side here. So we're gonna have to extend them about here. This is how the extension is gonna look, and then we're gonna fill in the gap with ABS, but that'll be right there. Not a big deal, looking good. All right, y'all, it's hot, I'm sweating, I think it's 114 today in Vegas. I forgot to turn the camera on. I already started grinding the edges of the bumper to get the paint off of it so the glue will stick to it. And because I'm extra and I just can't leave things alone, instead of just ordering a regular set of fog lights for the 07 to 09 LS460 bumper, I went ahead and got the very hard to find and exclusive LS460L projector fog lights, right? These look nice, right? But the problem is that they have a huge backing to where the the standard fog lights end here. I have this much extra space back here. And you would think, well, what's the big deal? Well, unfortunately, on the LS400, on the passenger side, it's fine, fits perfectly. But on the driver's side, it's hitting the windshield washer reservoir. So I'm gonna have to remove it and either relocate it or get a smaller aftermarket one. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna take that off right now, and then I'm gonna start zip tying the bumper and gluing it. All right, y'all. So I took a break, went to the pool for a little bit with my kid, and then I came back, ate something, and I got back on it. I didn't record, but I'm showing you right now. I just got done. Pretty much, I fitted the filler pieces right there, and I added the glue. There's the filler piece, and I added the glue. So right now I'm gonna let this dry. Tomorrow I'm gonna fabricate maybe like 4 brackets to keep the bumper from moving, from vibrating when it's going down. It's just gonna add maybe 4 brackets. They're gonna tie into the original spot where the other half of the bumper was. And I also gotta fabricate some mounts for the fog lights. They need 2 brackets so that I can mount the fog lights. The wiring, I already tested it. It's not a big deal. I can handle that. But I'm gonna have to whip up some brackets, and I'm gonna have to order some of these. Yeah, I found them on Amazon. I took these off the other car, but they only had 2, and I'm gonna need 4 more, 2 on each side, so that I could bolt the 10mm bolts in there. But yeah, there it is. Added the filler piece there. Yep. So next order of business is gonna be, well, once I fabricate the brackets, next step is gonna be to remove the front and rear bumper, add some more glue in the back, along with some drywall mesh, just to keep it all nice and tight. Got some drywall mesh right here. I'm gonna add, probably need like 4 more tubes of glue to do that. And then put the bumper back on and start grinding off the zip ties and putting another layer of glue and start body working. Ugh. Well, it's there. Frankenstein's monster.